Hello everyone. I wanted to quickly come on and talk a little bit about navigating change, navigating the unknown, right? Stepping into the unknown. A lot of humans do not like change, and especially with everything in the world that's going on right now, you can't help but not constantly change, right? We're constantly changing, we're constantly evolving, we're constantly shifting right now more than ever. But for a lot of people, change can be really uncomfortable. But let me tell you something. Whether you are trying to physically take action and change your life, or whether your life is just naturally changing like crazy, don't be afraid of the unknown. Don't be afraid of change, because when you change your life, when you take action, when you step into the unknown, that is when everything you've always wanted could come in. When you are in a state of the unknown, right? That is when the universe can give you all the gifts. That is where you're the most raw. You become the most vulnerable. And that is where you have to learn, and we're all doing this, you learn how to trust and surrender. The unknown is the most beautiful space to be in. But we have been programmed to believe that being in a state of uncertainty, being in a state of the unknown is not a good thing, right? We always attach to knowns. We always attach to people, places, things, experiences, because we don't want to let go of all of it and find ourselves in an uncomfortable, uncertain situation. Being in the unknown, for example, let me give you an example, because a lot of you guys are like, what do you mean? Well, let's say you had a job, right? And the job that you're in is forcing you to take the thing in the arm, the jab. And you don't want to, but they say you cannot work at this job that you have worked for 30 years unless you take this thing. And you say, no, I'm not going to take it. And then you get fired from your job. Well, now you are literally in a place of complete unknown. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know what to do next. You don't know where you're going to get your money from now on. You're like completely in the unknown. Well, that is your greatest opportunity right there, because this is where you can start to work with your energy. This is where you could actually start to trust and surrender to the universe and say, universe, I know you've got something great in store for me. I know you're going to figure all this out, but I'm just going to trust you, and I'm just going to pull the reins back. I'm going to take my hands off the steering wheel, and I'm going to trust that everything is going to work out in the perfect way, just the way it's supposed to. So being in the unknown is a beautiful thing. Don't run away from the unknown. Don't run away from temporary uncertainty. And don't run away from change, because change is where we grow. We could only grow if we constantly change. If you're stuck in the same job for 40 years, you're stuck in the same state, you haven't seen the world yet, you're still doing the same things you did yesterday and the day before, well, your life is not really going to change. If you want things to change in your life, you're going to have to change things in your life. So, right? Nobody's going to change your life for you. You have to start changing things up a little bit if you want things in your life to actually change and shift for the better. And, change things up. Embrace change. Embrace the unknown, because the unknown, this very uncomfortable, uncertain space and this place is where you grow the most from, where you learn the most lessons, where you meet the most incredible people. So if you're in an unknown situation right now, if you're in an uncertain situation right now, hang in there. Because you are protected, you are loved, you are constantly guided, and there's a greater intelligence in the works that is planning something absolutely extraordinary for you. And all you have to do is surrender, trust, and know deeply that you are loved, that everything's going to be okay, and that all is temporary. All of this unknown, guys, these uncertain situations that we're going through, whatever you're going through right now is temporary. Everything is temporary, right? Because you're soon going to find yourself in a place of the known again. So being in the unknown all the time is great. But at some point, we kind of want to, step into the known a little bit. But being in the unknown is where magic happens. I mean, I have been in the unknown for years. I mean, me and my family are constantly traveling around the world. I always leave my friends, I leave schools, and we just travel to different countries without knowing what life is going to present to us, without knowing what's coming. What an amazing place to live from. Constantly being in the present moment, not thinking about the future. And another thing, one more message before we close. When you are in the unknown, you are asked to be present.